Hey, this is Mark, and you're listening to a very special rendition of the Americana Alley right here on the Muse KMUZ. And we're going to get right to it. I have in the studio Jaspar Lepak and Avery Hill. Jaspar, say hello.
Hi. So good to be here, Mark.
Oh, it's so good to see you. And Avery?
Great to be here as well. Thanks for having us.
All right. Thanks for being had. All right. So you folks are serendipitously in the studio. You're traveling together and making a tour. Tell me what you guys are doing over here on the West Coast.
We're playing some music, Mark.
Oh, great. I sure hope so.
Playing some shows.
Yeah.
And so you said you had you're performing together and touring together, and I heard before the show that this is a brand new thing for you guys.
Sort of. It's been a while since we played together, of course, because there was that little matter of the global pandemic in the middle of a lot of things that put some things on hold. But it's certainly the first time we've been on a trip this long together, right?
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've shared shows together over the years, but this is the first time really getting out on the road together.
Okay, so now I know a little bit more about Jaspar, who's lived in, I think, 4 states now?
I'd have to count. I'm confused. Yes, Arizona, Washington, and Minnesota.
Okay.
And then I lived in South Africa for a couple of years.
All
so
right.
that's the 4th.
Okay, so you're still in Minnesota then?
Yes, but when I met Avery, I lived in Seattle, and she's
Oh.
based in Portland. So we shared shows over the years because I was in Seattle for about 10 years.
Well, Avery, and now I was a little bit confused because, partly because of one of the little vignettes on your new record.
Ah, yes.
About the beach noises from Long Island.
Ah.
And so I thought maybe you were an East Coast woman.
I am originally from the East Coast, but I've lived in Portland for about 12, 13 years now, and have been in the Northwest since about middle school, high school years.
Okay.
So I feel I'm a bit bi-coastal. I have family still on the East Coast. I feel comfortable both places, but I think my heart is really here in the Northwest.
Ah, okay. So you say you just had a show last night, was it?
Last night, it was our kickoff tour. We sold it out at Artichoke Music.
Oh, wow.
In Portland, one of our favorite places to play.
Yeah, that's an amazing place, Artichoke Music. Jaspar, have you played there at Artichoke before?
So many times over the years. There are just these special communities,
Yes.
like sprinkled all over the country, and Artichoke Music is one of them. It's really special.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And so where are you heading to, and what's next on your little tour?
Well, tonight we're heading out to Brigadoon Vineyards in Junction City. We'll be playing there tonight at 6:30. And you want to talk about where we're going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be at Alley Winery in Monmouth.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to drink delicious wine and listen to music outdoors, I think it's good
in
weather.
A beautiful sunny evening. It's going to be pretty magical.
Well,
come tonight, and then you can come tomorrow as well and hear it all again.
Well, certainly. And you said what was the place in Monmouth?
Alley Winery.
Oh, that's the Alley. Yeah, yeah. That's totally within the Salem driving listening range. So that's pretty exciting. And both of you have put out records within the last year?
Correct.
Yeah. So where to begin? I don't even know where to begin. Since I don't know you so much, Avery, I noticed I was listening to this record and in your last record as well, but I didn't put that one in my head. But there's so much about home and place and family relations in this record. Can you tell me about how you were driven to write this record?
Oh my goodness, it's been a journey. It had been almost 10 years since I'd put out my first record. A lot of life happened in between those things, and I think the best way to explain it is, when we're navigating our way through adulthood and the tough times that we go through. It kind of brings up interesting memories from our childhoods for the people who raised us, and the things that we draw strength from in those stories and from those people. And I just found myself thinking about those folks a lot. And I loved the idea of thinking about the sort of tangible pieces and moments in our lives that kind of open up that portal between the past and the present. A kind of a funny little moment maybe some of us have had. I was walking through the grocery store at one point and sort of saw a mom with 2 kids in the cart. And I sort of had this moment where I stopped. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember riding in the cart as a kid. And then I went to go get my milk out of the glass, and I looked at myself and I thought, oh, but now I'm the mom in this scenario. And I think that kind of just really brought into focus some of those kind of parallel experiences, and just seeing the adults who raised me through a different light as I was becoming a parent myself.
Sure. Well, one of the really interesting things you did on this record is create these sonic vignettes in between songs. And if you listen, they're related to the song that comes up or the song that passed.
Yes.
And I was really, and the one that really got to my heartstrings was the lullaby. And hearing the creaking of the rocking chair and the baby sounds and the breathing, and it was just a moment.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm so glad that it touched you. It was a really kind of a risky thing to take on for an album like this. I really wanted it to be a listening experience from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I wanted to capture the kind of moments that had created for me these portals between the past and the present, right? So how do those everyday moments keep us connected to the past and keep us strong for the future? So I had a lot of fun with that, and I'm so glad it meant something to you.
Did you yourself have a child in between the last record and now?
Indeed, I have a 6-year-old son now. Yes.
Ah, okay. So that song, "The Nest," is from your personal experience.
Yes. Oh, everything is related to my personal experience on this particular record, which is different from the last one. The last one was more about my ancestors, actually folks I'd never met. But this is much more personal, a lot more about my personal experiences.
Wow. And, do you want to do a song?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I thought I'd play for you a song called "The Spoon Jar." This is speaking of those everyday moments, those pieces of those everyday pieces. On my table is a spoon jar that is from my great-grandmother's house. And this is a song about her and about all of us in our family. Jenny was a farm girl, like her mother too. What work needed be done, that's the work she'd do. When her stomach swelled one summer, it was a brand new start and a whole different work to do. Just a simple woman, just a simple life, you'd say, with a house to clean and kids to feed most every day. But there's something to be said, I think, for living your life in one place. And when I look into the mirror, sometimes I think I see a little bit of her in who I try to be. Beggars at the back door, big band in the hall, Oscar in his armchair, the Phillies playing ball, and on the dining room table, a jar just for spoons was the hub of her wheel to them all. She cooked every day for 9. She had neighbor friends for tea. She made hand pies with her grandkids, any filling they pleased. She served everything on china, whether she knew you or not. What she made, she gave freely. And when I look into the mirror, sometimes I think I see a little bit of her in who I try to be. No one special, no one grand, just a steady eye and a steady hand to give something to this world that this world can understand. 100 years have gone now since Jenny left the farm. All her children and their children's children are scattered near and far. And my daughter comes for coffee every Sunday afternoon. We sit in the dining room with a jar just for spoons to remember who we are. And when she looks into the mirror, I wonder if she'll see a little bit of all of us and who she wants to be. Someone special, someone grand, with a steady eye and a steady hand, to give something to this world that this world can understand.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, the line that really resonated with me, especially in these times, is to give something to the world that the world can understand.
We were just talking about that lyric this morning. Thank you.
Fabulous
it's
line.
It's my favorite line of the song.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just here pushing buttons. You wrote it.
Oh, but the listeners are very important too.
Oh, yes.
You should know that. You should know that.
All
of
the
course,
listeners are
right?
very, very important. And there's another concept in that song that I appreciate, and that's the idea of the value in living in a certain place for a very long time.
Yes.
And I've lived in the house that I bought 40 years ago.
Wow.
I'm not thinking of moving.
Congratulations.
And I love it.
That's such a rich experience.
And I really think that it is. And I've seen so many changes in the neighborhood and things. And I've created a space that is just unique to me. And nobody else can really understand it. You know,
Indeed.
So
good for you.
Lovely. And one other question before I move on. And there was the song of or the vignette of talking about in the 50s of joining the Air Force.
Yeah.
Tell me about that story.
Sure. Well, that was taken from an oral history project recorded by the U.S. Air Force. My grandfather was a general in the U.S. Air Force and was just a very influential figure in my childhood. Not to say that he, let me just say he sort of loomed very, very large and was very present both when he was there and also just in the lessons that I feel were passed down. I grew up with a strong sense that whatever I did when I grew up, quote unquote, as a kid, it was going to be of service to my community, and that very much led back to his idea of service. My mother was a nurse; that was her service, and I've become an artist and a teacher as my form of service. And there's very much the through line, even though our work is very different. I feel like there's a very similar intention, and it was just so wonderful to listen back to those archives. I do have to give a shout out to my brother who brought them to my attention, that they were available to the public. And just to hear the story of the first time he ever flew in an airplane and what a thrill that was for him.
Now, is that someone you knew or was part of your family?
This is my grandfather, yeah.
Okay, that was his voice then.
That's his voice. He's being interviewed. It's from his exit interview. Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, he retired the year I was born, so that was happening at a time when I was an infant. And he had retired, and part of the custom is that somebody comes and interviews you for the oral history of the Air Force and kind of went through there. It's a very long recording, but I really enjoyed hearing that story from his youth as well.
Sure. And then, of course, the song, The Good That I Can Do.
The Good That I Can Do.
Yeah.
That comes from him. That's what we try to do.
All right. Jaspar. Mm-hmm. Jaspar, here, I got to turn you up a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. And so let's see. We were trying to figure out before this segment started when the last time you were in the studio. And I guess we decided it was probably back in 2012 or 13.
Probably.
Yeah, because you have been in the studio.
Yes.
And And so it's just so wonderful to have you back. And I wanted to just make a comment now, since what was the name of that first record?
Forgiving Wind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgiving Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And through this current record, So Strong, few artists that I've seen have shown the growth in songwriting and that I've seen in your work. And it's really amazing. And for me, there was a little bit of a corner turned back in 2017 when you wrote that song. It's skipping me now, but you'll remember, it's a topical song about what had just happened politically. And what was it?
Oh, I think that one was called And I Listened.
And I Listened, exactly, yeah. And that made me listen. That song made me listen. And I've noticed a lot more songs from you since then that are seeking a kind of broader understanding, and not just personal relations or experiences, but what do these things mean in the broader context of life? And I think there's a lot of philosophical thought in your songs. And the one song, for example, the one song I haven't played yet that I intend to play soon from your record on the show is Mary. And I think that's a real important song.
Thanks.
And you really challenge, religious beliefs as well as, what is life. And I really love the line, I probably don't have it memorized, but God never thinks about the work that women do. And I'm not sure exactly how you phrased it. And that was real eye-opening for me.
Yeah. It's God hasn't walked a mile in a woman's shoes.
There it is. Yeah. God hasn't walked. Yeah. Thank you for that. And so anyways, I just thought there were so many songs on this record that just went beyond what's happening in the here and now, and in thoughts of what's, the bigger picture. And I think that's fabulous in songwriting.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. So do you have one you want to do from the record?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's always hard to choose where to start, but this song is called Kind, and it's one that really...
Oh, man.
I noticed in myself a great lack of kindness during the pandemic. And part of it just came from feeling like life was so small and feeling like my connection to my work was so scarce, because my daughter was pretty young at the time when things shut down. She was 3. And so it was just hard to find these moments to just nurture my own creative spirit. And that's when I don't do that, I'm not as nice to my family, right? I think any artist can say that. Like, we need to practice our art. We need space for that. So I sat down to kind of I was not happy with the way I'd been acting. And I was like, what is going on here?
Wow. Well, the question I had for you on that song was, how hard was it to write? It just seemed like one of the most difficult songs one could write.
Something that...
Maybe it was cathartic for you.
So cathartic. Something I love about songwriting is it feels like it's a way to name emotion. And so just spending time, like, it's like a puzzle. Like, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? How can I describe it? And a song can give me the space to figure it out. And so some of my songs take years to finish. This one, I don't know. I feel like I worked on it pretty steadily when I could, and I feel like I finished it within a few weeks, because I just really needed to understand what was going on. Yeah. I haven't been kind lately. I've mostly been tired. At least that's my excuse lately for harsh words and hard lines. I haven't been kind lately. Sometimes I'm even cruel. I just haven't had time lately to do more than make it through. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've only seen gray. I haven't been honest lately. It feels much easier to lie. I do my best to keep smiling for ya, pretend that everything is fine. And I haven't been myself lately. I feel somewhere far away. I've been living like a ghost or a shadow, trying to hide from all this pain. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've only seen gray. I used to think of myself as someone who always tried to find the light in the dark. But believe me, this world's got me down. I'm falling apart. I haven't been kind lately. Some days I barely feel alive. Everything's just so heavy lately. All I do is survive. And I haven't been kind lately. I've mostly been afraid. Afraid to face all my anger and longing. Afraid I don't know how to change. And I haven't been looking up at the big blue sky and seeing sunshine after the rain. I've only seen clouds lately. I've mostly been tired lately. I haven't been kind lately. But I'm trying to be brave.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, there's one of the things you do really well, Jaspar, is write songs about friendship.
Oh.
Not so much romance, but friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my very favorite friendship songs, if there was a category of friendship songs, and the top 5 would be the song Amy.
Yes.
And paleomagnetism, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you sing about science really well.
Thanks.
I think you ought to do a science album.
I have heard that before. What's funny is I know scientists. I don't know a lot about science.
You don't need to.
Interview them. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that you need to, but
thanks.
it's just, and the P is for placenta. It's just what a crazy fun song that is.
Mm.
And I just had to mention that. And then this record, you've got, in my mind, like 2 or 3 songs that really focus on friendship.
Mm.
And the one that, the title cut, So Strong.
Yeah.
And there's a line in that song that kind of takes me to the line we talked about in Avery's song about giving to the world. Mm-hmm. And your line is a little bit different. The world does not want your strength. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a very insightful line, because it's hard sometimes to be strong in the face of, what the world delivers us. And it's a good insight. And I just appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. and I'm getting my songs mixed up here because my notes aren't really very good. And of course, maybe it's in that song. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's in that song, but the line about time, when time tried to take you away.
Yeah, so
Tell me
that's
about
a
that
song
line.
about friendship. So I grew up in Tucson, Arizona, and there was this great family that lived right down the road with a daughter my age.
Oh,
and
that's the
we
Desert
met,
Sun song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Queens of the Desert
Yeah,
Sun. So
yeah.
we met when we were a year old, Jen and I, and then our moms had babies like 3 years later. So our sisters were the same ages. And then the four of us just spent our childhood like running between each other's houses and things.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2020, my friend Jen was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer at the age of 40, which is very young. And she went through treatment. She fought it so hard. She has 2 daughters. And I wrote her that song while she was going through treatment, just because her friendship has been fundamental for me, I guess. Like I kind of learned how to be a friend with her. I never expected to be in the world without her. And I didn't realize how lucky I was that I just found this friend in my neighborhood, especially like thinking about the broader picture of our world right now. Like we are losing our communities. We are just losing this feeling of belonging to places. And during Jen's treatment, I just was so grateful for this childhood I had where I belonged to a place. And it wasn't just because of my parents. It was because of my neighborhood. It was because of this other family.
Right. It takes a village.
It totally does. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great story. And now, I'm talking to you folks before the segment, one of the things you really wanted to do was sing together. And so I think that what I'd like to do here is let's just do, I'm just going to turn it over to you guys.
Okay.
And just do a little short set of music, 2 or 3 songs, whatever you want to do. Introduce the songs. If you have a story for the song, tell it. And I'm just going to shut up and let you guys take over.
Whoa.
For 3 songs.
Okay.
I'd love it.
Wow.
Do you want to, what do you want to start with?
Let's, well, since you mentioned P is for placenta, I think you should talk about it while I switch instruments.
Well, you get your ukulele?
While I get my ukulele out so we can do a little singing and playing together.
Okay. So when I lived in Seattle, I was a part of the Bushwick Book Club, which you should check out if you're ever in Seattle. A group of songwriters who write songs inspired by books. And the book that inspired 2 songs on my album, So Strong and P is for Placenta, is called Like a Mother by Angela Garbez. And it's the feminist journey the culture and science of pregnancy. And so she has a whole chapter in her book about the placenta, which is just like, I had no idea how fascinating this organ was. I didn't know anything about it. I'd been pregnant. I'd given birth to a child. I had no idea like what a placenta was really. Like I had a vague conception. And I learned so many cool things about it that I had to write a song about it. And as Avery is, getting her uke ready, I'll share that there's so much to be studied. And I think like the placenta kind of represents just the way we've treated it over the years. It's this disregard for women's health care. Like women weren't in medical studies,
right,
like till the 90s, like in a major way, which is just insane.
Totally.
So I loved learning about it. And it's really fun to sing with Avery because, Okay, let me grab my pick.
Okay, go ahead. And I'll just talk while you're doing that.
Yeah.
There was a movie, and I don't remember the name of the movie, and it was a science fiction movie that I was watching late at night with my sweetie, and it was a real brutal story. And a woman was trapped in a cargo container that fell off a ship.
Okay.
In a storm. So she was, in this cargo container bashing around in the storm, and she had a baby. And
whoa, I know where this is going.
And she ate the placenta.
Okay.
As part of the survival. So just saying,
different use, So something current that's happening is they're using placental cells to regenerate skin on burn victims.
Oh.
Because the placenta has this unique quality where it isn't recognized by the body as an invader. It disguises itself.
Wow.
It's so cool. Okay. Go for it. We all learned once upon a time that when an egg and sperm collide, that egg becomes fertilized and eventually a baby. But there's an unsung hero here, an afterthought we should revere. Before that egg turns embryo, it first becomes a zygote. That zygote cell divides and splits and soon becomes a blastocyst, and that blastocyst makes two things, not just one. A brand new organ built from scratch that feeds that fetus till it's hatched. Now everybody raise a glass, a toast to the placenta. P is for placenta, not pizza, pint, or please. It's the motherboard of human life. It's everything you need. The placenta is a masterpiece of intricate design, a maternal-fetal interface connecting space and time, both hospital and pharmacy, a restaurant and more. It acts as kidneys, heart, and lungs until that baby's born. P is for placenta, not pasta or poutine. It's a big box store, a smorgasbord. It's everything you need. The placenta isn't pretty. It looks like a piece of meat. It smells musky, like a liver, but it's still a wholesome treat. You can roast it in the oven, dehydrate it into pills. You can drink placenta smoothie. It is going to heal your ills. P is for placenta, not perfume or potpourri. Its abilities are amazing. We finally see your beauty. P is for placenta. We will pass you by no more. We celebrate your gift to life and raise a glass once more. Placenta.
Beautiful.
We can't sing that song and not smile. I feel like you can't hear that song and not smile, and that's so great to have good feelings about the placenta. It's so important.
Yes, and then the goal too is like the more we know about pregnancy and childbirth, the better laws we make for women's reproductive health care.
Precisely.
Yes. What do you got, Avery?
Should we do a little? Why don't we do roll down the river?
Okay.
Does that feel good?
That sounds great.
How are we doing on time? Or did you want to put something in between there? That was one we thought we'd close with, but
You're good on time. You got about, I'd say, I'd give you another 10, 15 minutes.
Oh.
If you want. I mean, so you got time for a couple more.
Okay.
oh boy, is there anyone you really wanted to do today?
Maybe.
Should I say them out loud, or should I gesture to the set
Do you-
list so that we
do you
don't give
wanna-
it away? Did you have is there a song you really wanted to hear, Mark, today?
Up to you guys.
Do you want to do Helen?
What's that?
Do you want to do Helen or Harmony?
Oh yeah.
Or-
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do Helena.
That would fit.
Is that okay to do
Yeah,
Helena
let's do
and
it.
Roll Down the River?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Maybe we can. Maybe
Yeah.
we can throw in one of yours. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to switch instruments again. Give me 1 second. Do you
Okay.
wanna talk while I do that?
Yeah, I'll talk while you do that.
Is there a backstory for this song?
What's the backstory? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's pretty cool, I think this is why I was thinking of doing this song next, is that the song Helena that Avery wrote, that actually isn't on an album yet, was also inspired by this same book, Like a Mother, by Angela Garbez.
It'll be on the next one.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We've got Avery Hill and Jaspar Lepak live in the studio here at KMUZ, giving us a little
Yeah.
free and lovely concert with harmony singing. It's something I didn't quite expect. And we're going to talk more about the shows when we're done.
Okay. I think that's good. This is a very different song from PS4 Placenta, which is my favorite thing about the creative process. And shout out to the Bushwick Book Club. They let me, even though I was not living in Seattle at the time, which is where they were based, they let me submit this song to their collection of songs inspired by Like a Mother. And I was really drawn in that book actually to a quote that she offered by Ursula K. Le Guin, who's a great Oregon writer, of course, about volcanoes and the ability of volcanoes to change the landscape, and that we are capable of that too. And just that idea, that natural metaphor of changing the landscape of our lives really spoke to me. That's where this song came from. It's called Helena. perfectly poised, never a noise, ever a smile on her face. Down below, something started to grow. One by one, they would all know. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know you're a volcano? Helena knew well enough it all was about to change. But what price would she pay for the mess she would make, for this fire inside her that raged? The ground started shaking, her bones started breaking. Something inside her was waking. Helena, when it came to that hour, Helena, did you know your own power? Did you know you're a volcano? We are old, we are young, we are fierce, we are calm. We turn rocks into dust and grow life from the crust. We can open the gaps, we can change all the maps. Let go who you are to be who you are. Helena. So when it's your ground that's shaking, your bones feel like breaking, when something inside you is waking. Helena, when it comes to that hour, Helena, will you know your own power? Will you know? Do you know you're a volcano?
What a great song.
Little shout out to my favorite volcano there.
All right. Well, you know, there's an interesting story. There was a woman who lived in, a friend of ours, friend of the family, lived in Portland, and I guess it was 1980 when it blew, was it? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
1980.
And she lived in the blast zone, and
Wow.
and it was rumbling, and you know, and she had this thing in her, and she said, "I'm getting out of here," and she just packed up her stuff and moved back to Michigan, and a couple weeks later it blew. Then
Oh, wow.
So,
Smart.
smart lady. Yeah. All right.
Do we have time for one or two more?
We got time for. I think we should best do one more.
Great.
One more.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Did you want to mention anything about our show? Did we want to talk about the shows one more time and end on the song, or should we do that at the end?
We'll end on that.
Great. Okay. Well, we'll do one more. This is the closing track of my most recent album, The One Who Remembers. It's called Roll Down the River. And one of my favorite things about this song is I wrote it about 10 years ago, or started to write it 10, 12 years ago maybe. And didn't really know what it was about at the time, and just kind of like kept with it, kept returning to it, kept kind of fine-tuning it. And it wasn't really until I was riding my bicycle with my son in the back seat, so to speak, of the bicycle along the beautiful Willamette River in downtown Portland that I realized, oh, this was a song about him and me together. I just had to kind of live my way into understanding what the song was about. Like, it came for me long before he ever came into my life, but was just waiting there for me to understand. Roll Down the River. River flow down below, up the oars and we'll roll down the river. We'll roll down the river. We'll roll for a while in our little boat together. We'll roll that river to the sea. River bend, if you can you remember? What's your plan? We're in your hands. We're in this together. Lean left, lean right. Read the river, read the sky, and we'll roll down the river. We'll roll down the river. We'll roll for a while in our little boat together. We'll roll that river to the sea. It's okay to feel unsure. It's okay to be brave. Darling, you're the one I'm rowing for. You're the tomorrow to see me through today. As we roll down the river. We'll roll down the river. We'll roll for a while in our little boat together. We'll roll that river to the sea. River flow down below. Here we go.
All right. Beautiful. Absolutely
you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to give a little shout out to Charles and Hunter and the CC Media crew who helped put this studio together. And you guys sound great in the headphones here.
Oh, thank you.
So it's,
yes, we really need those support folks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really a testimony to the work these guys have done, and I just love it. It's a joy to be in here and work with you guys, and it's thanks to CC Media and Charles and Hunter. So there you go. Yeah, and in any case, Avery Hill, Jaspar Lepak, thank you so very much for coming in. It's been a true joy for me. So
Us too, Mark. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Us too. Yes,
All right.
thank you so much. Jenny was a farm girl, like her mother too. What work needed be done, that's the work she